Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for having me. Russell Mineral Equipment is a liner exchange machinery manufacturer. We provide solutions to do liner bolt exchange and also to do knock-in solutions for a range of different comminution technologies. We're a global exporter. Just briefly, I want to cap the problem that we're all facing at the moment. Right now, our global community is tasked with a monumental challenge of keeping the ice in Antarctica and keeping the world's lights on. Now, let's not trivialise it. We're facing the need for an industrial revolution across many sectors and industries. The Global Copper Alliance tells us that cleaner forms of energy, just in transportation and energy alone, takes 4 to 6 times more copper than current fossil fuel-based systems. Now, to give you some sense to what that might look like, we're talking about another 17 Escondidas or another 600 Cadias just to double current production rates of copper. From 2019, we're looking at 24 million tonnes of copper per year, and we need to double it. Now, here's another illustration of the supply issue. This is an artist's impression of 4.1 million tonnes of copper superimposed on the Palabora mine from which it came. Now, remember the goal is keep the ice and keep the lights on, and I think we're all in agreement that we need net zero. Some estimates have calculated that we'll need about 4.5 billion tonnes of copper to get there, and of course then we need to figure out where those ore bodies are. Now, I'm not here to debate whether these numbers are realistic or achievable, particularly in the timeframes that our global community wants from us. Even if it's a fraction of the numbers that I've presented today, we're talking about a serious scale up in the way we dig up those minerals and how we process them. We're talking about serious innovation in terms of the way we think about things and the way we engineer things. So, in the brief time remaining, I just wanted to cover off 5 insights about the art of engineering innovation from RME's 35 some years providing equipment to the met sector. And to be honest, I like that other companies have done similar things here today. For starters, let's innovate with purpose and have a meaningful answer to your why. Innovation should aim to change someone's world for the better. And RME's purpose is this: remove the fatal risk from our customers' relaying activities and defensively improve their concentrator performance. Now, I just want to pause for a second. We wrote this speech over a week ago, and what I share next and draw comparisons to underground mining is certainly not to leverage the recent tragic and unfortunate death of Ballarat miner Kurt Harrigan, whose family will find no excuse good enough to explain his death. The simple truth of it is that ag-sag and ball milling is just as dangerous as underground mining. We're talking about relining crews working under heavy suspended loads in hot, dark, humid environments, and all in close proximity to mobile plant and equipment. Right? It's also costly. Relining affects mill availability, which affects concentrator performance and production and throughput. As many in the room would know, if the mill's not turning, you're not earning. So remember our purpose. Remove the fatal risk from our customers' relining activities and defensively improve their concentrator performance. Now, RME innovates to continue to provide world-leading mechanised solutions to do just that. We need to deliver step changes through incremental improvements so that adoption is less daunting. RME has recently commissioned the world's first roboticised mill relining system in Indonesia. We're now able to remove and replace liners without anyone inside the mill. We're seeing a step change in safety outcomes and a step change in throughput, for large mills especially. Now, regarding safety, the step change comes from the elimination of humans working in close proximity to the mobile plant. And for mill availability, an automated machine has increased movement speed since you don't have people working in close proximity to it. So we can do these faster movements reliably and consistently. Now, we didn't achieve this step change overnight. We got there incrementally. We leveraged our existing mature and proven mill relining systems, and then we gave them automation and robotics capabilities. We'll talk more about how we did things incrementally from the customer adoption side in just a second. the systems engineering approach. Today's mining operations and mineral processing plants consist of complex, highly coupled systems. Successful implementation of innovative solutions in these environments must therefore consider a systems approach. And speaking from our own experience, this is especially the case for operational brownfield sites, where we're asked to integrate, not disrupt. Here's an illustration that simplifies how we look at the entire relaying process from start to finish. That's inside and outside the mill, in and around the mill deck. Now, our discrete event analysis tools enable us to understand reline process interdependencies. That includes the identification and the quantifying of bottlenecks. And in light of our purpose, it's seen us develop solutions to address the safety and the productivity constraints of each of these interrelated steps. Don't just focus on the tech. Building on the previous 2 points, we found it's important to consider more than just the technology itself. There's the implementation process to get right as well. Now, mill relining typically occurs only 2 to 3 times a year for most sites, and this restricts the time available for introducing new work methodologies to end users who need to trust them and be familiar with them between this reline and the next. Recognising these constraints, we've made innovative changes to the implementation process itself. We're breaking it down into phases, and many of our technology upgrades are engineered to be modular so that they can be adopted between scheduled maintenance activities. Let me draw your attention to the far right, where we can actually showcase the removal of fatal risk from relining. Human factors are critical for success and safety. Innovation extends beyond the terminology, beyond the process, and it's about people. By having the right degree of engagement with end users and reline crews, we've now got them displaying safety leadership. They're the ones that are speaking up and saying, no more are we prepared to go inside this unsafe environment. We appreciate seeing safety leadership on their part, and for us it illustrates the importance of a people-centric approach when it comes to innovating. There you have it. They're just a few of the learnings from over 35 years innovating for our industry. I just want to say it's a privilege to serve our customers in this way, as they're the ones that produce the minerals that we all need to keep the ice in Antarctica and to keep the world's lights on. I know I've absolutely blitzed through these learnings, and we've only just skimmed the surface. But if you're curious and you'd like to continue the conversation, please come up and approach us. I look forward to it.